Hello guys, MikuChibi here. Welcome back on Sword in the Factor, and finally as a free time to do a banner view on this one. So we have a new banner that got released today, a view of the Cherry Blossom Order, where you're featuring 4 new skills. And you can see on the banner is a step up banner with 5 steps. Step 1, you have risen of. Step 2 and 4, same price, 2,500 Archon Gem, no drop rate. But step 3, you are guaranteed to get a random 4-star, not guaranteed future, so keep that in mind. Then if you manage to reach the step 5, you will now have a chance to get one of these 4 guaranteed. We have 4 new skills. We have Leafa, Sinon, Yuuki, and Klein. Leafa, a new burst skill. Sinon, a new chain. Yuuki, a new full burst. And then Klein, a new access skill. And we also had a 6% drop rate for 4-star, which you can pretty much ignore. It is a bait. The duration of these banners is till the end of March. So you have roughly a month for you to decide if you want to follow this one or not. So that is not bad. A long duration of this banner. And we have the first skill, Spring in the Old Capital Leafa. It's a sword skill, so sword burst, earth rush skill animation, for SP slash and earth, physical cold time, 50 switch gate and 36 breakage, not bad. And if you use it normally, you are doing 2100% damage for hitting a target, enhanced defense for defense plus 15% for 50 seconds, and then earth pal buff, earth element damage 1% per stack. 3 stack for 20 seconds, not bad buffs. And if you want to activate a burst, you have to do earth, earth slash earth. So I do hope that you have many earth skill to be able to activate it this one. 30 skill call time, 50 switch gate and 72 breakage, not best. When you activate the burst, you will dealing 5800% damage by hitting a target, pretty good multiplier. And then it has 3 bonus here. Your armor attack increased by defense times 2. Earth element damage and rise by the number of critical skills in the same set times 10. So if you have 7 critical skill, you're getting 70 earth element damage, pretty good. And then damage down to enemy weak to slashing 1% when equipping no AG skill in the same set. This should be really easy as long as you don't equip any AG, or I don't know if maybe you can equip Nautilus. Maybe not, but AG, do not equip any AG is really important here. So you can get the 1% damage, really important. So really easy to achieve. Build defense, equip some critical skill, and then do not equip any AG skill. Pretty easy to do. And then when you activate it, you won't consume any SP. Really nice, really strong. So this is not bad if you need a burst war skill that is focused on earth element. Can be really good for any slash earth content. We do have, for example, on chapter 2, floor 33. That boss with the slash on earth, so it can be really nice. For Chaos Showdown, we do have the last number, I guess, level 150, no, not 55, 175? Or what is 195? 195, right? Level 195. So this one could be really useful, really helpful. It is really strong and has some really nice bonus as well. Next one, a Joyful Town in Spring Yuuki. And this is a full burst Reaper skill with Heat Burdock. Oh, this animation really nice. Heat Burdock, 30 SP, Frost and Fire, physical time, 38 switch gate and 35 breakage, not the best. When using normally, you are doing 2020% damage to hitting a target, fire element enhanced 4, fire element damage 9% for physical, and then weakness attack 3, crit damage 10% for physical, not bad. And if you want to activate the full burst, you have to do the sequence fire, fire, frost, fire. Though, if you limit break the skill to plus 10 by using your Niders, you are removing this sequence. You only need to fire, fire, frost. Should be much easier to activate. 50 second call time, that is pretty good. 38 switch gate and 70 breakage, not the best. And when you activate the full burst, you are doing 5600% damage to hitting a target. Bonus attack plus 2000 against enemy with slash element, good. While the debuff to raise your own damage taken is effect, attack power will increase 150. So they do recommend using like Peak Descent, for example. So if you have Peak Descent, make sure to use this before using the full burst. And last one, crit rate 1000, pretty good, and can be activated without using SP. So this one is currently one of the strongest fire bursts for Rapier, and gonna be really useful for any frost fire content. For example, if you're farming Huang on chapter 1, floor 85 for Yasha, this one gonna be really good. Or if you're a late game player that currently farming the newest floor, floor 16, this skill is gonna be really good against that. Chaos Showdown, we do have some other Chaos Showdown boss that can also use, for example, Gleam Eye, level 215, so it is not bad, it is really strong. And if you want to compare to the other bursts we have, for full burst I mean, let's take a look. Frost, full burst, fire. Let's have a look. We have only two. The bow and rapier. Let's compare it to the rapier. So the rapier maximum does 4260% if I hit single target, and the bonus kind of similar, but the Yuuki one, higher multiplier, definitely higher, more than 1000. That means this one gonna scale much better compared to this one. And then for the bow, this is a limited edition. We don't need to worry about this one. This Yuuki, the newest full burst, is the currently strongest full burst for rapier that is focused on fire element. Next one, Spring in Her Eyes. Sinon is a chain bow skill. Burning shock skill animation, 26 SP, frost of fire, 14-second cool time, 76 switch gauge, and 35 break gauge. Decent amount switch gauge. It does 2190% damage to each single target. Flame pile, fire element damage, 1% per stack, 3 stack for 20 seconds. And when using switch, you are gaining 9. And then for chain, we do have the chain effect, 50% fire element damage when using fire skill, and 1000 attack while the buff to raise fire damage instant effect. So this one gonna be a real nice support skill for bow build that focus on fire. So if you need a chain skill for your fire DPS, make sure to get this one. I think this is the only chain that is fire element for bow, I think. And last one, Path of the Dancing Blossom Klein. This is a Paralyze Flame Conversion Black of Frontal Attack. So pass skill, acts pass skill, okay. Power 3 gives a flat 800 attack. Flame Conversion 5, water element damage to enemy minus 15, and fire element damage to enemy plus 30. Really good. Back of 5. Effect chain depends on the skill record in same set. If you equip one Asuna skill, you're gaining 25% attack. Really important. If you equip two Asuna skill, damage on to enemy with frosting 3%. Okay, pretty good in frost build, spear, bow, or rapier. If you equip one Leafa skill in the same set, skill power 2000 when using it on switch, pretty nice. And if you equip two Leafa skill, damage on the enemy with slashing 3%. Okay, so we have now really good for dagger and sword. And if you equip one critical skill, max HP increase 10%. Alright. So not a bad passive skill, not gonna lie. If you compare to the other Paralyze 3 that is fire element, it gonna be on same level or better. Really depends how to utilize it. If you activate in an Axle mode, frontal attack for aggro increase minus 40 when attacking hits. Okay, that is not bad. That means the boss won't focus you a lot. That's good. So not bad, not bad. So we have 4 skills that are really good. Really good, not gonna lie. A really good burst skill for sword, a really good full burst for rapier, a really nice support skill for bow, and then a really nice passive as well. So 4 really good skill, not gonna lie. At the drop rate, we have 0.325 for step 1, then step 3, we have 5.41% chance to get one of the featured, or 22% chance in total, meaning you have 78% chance to get non-featured. And then step 5, you will have 1%. Yes, 25 for the one you're looking for, but if you're looking for all 4, then you have 1%. Alright, really good skill, definitely skill that I really want. I definitely want the Yuuki and Sinon for my own build. Now, the question is this banner worth to summon on? Well, let's start with the new players. I will not recommend following this one if you're a new player that you started or trying to progress through the story. And the reason why is because all the skills require a specific build. Getting Sinon, that means you do need a bow build ready. If you don't have that, then you can't really utilize it full potential. Same goes for rapier. If you don't have a good decent rapier build, you won't be able to utilize the Yuuki. Same goes for the Leafa, you won't be able to utilize sword. We don't get that many earth skill for sword. We only get like fire or other elements, so that is sad. If we did get many sword skill that is earth element, then I will consider following this banner. Then you will have hard time to activate this one. Klein, use a nice Paralyze for passive for any build that focuses on fire element, so it can be really good. If you really want to summon on this one and really want, for example, Yuuki and Sinon, then I do recommend that you should also summon on this one here. This one. because this banner do have skill cord that can support the 2 new skills, both Sinon and Yuuki. So if you match yet Yuuki and Sinon, then do not continue on this banner. Do not continue this banner. You don't really need Leafa and Klein. You can then spend all your Arcana gems on this banner. Try to get some skill cord that can support your rapier and bow. We have some decent amount of rapier skill that is fire focus, and then we have some bow skill as well. So if you're new players that really want to pull in this one and you match yet Yuuki and Sinon, then I recommend using all your Arcana gems on this one to get some more support skill to able to play around the Yuuki and Sinon. This banner is really good, has really good skill core, selected skill core, and also you have a chance to get some power rise 3 that could be the same as Klein or even better. So if you match yet Yuuki, Sinon, then you just go all in on this one, get some skill core to able to support Yuuki and Sinon, and you're good to go. If you're not interested in bow and rapier, but maybe you're interested in dagger, then I do recommend pull on Koharu. You have till the 4th of March, so do some few rotation on this one. Hopefully you get the full burst dagger. This is pretty good. Or if you match yet other full burst dagger, that is fine. Other than that, for other players, should you summon on this one? It really depends what you have or what you need. If you are currently trying to improve your fire rapier build, then I will definitely recommend. Getting Klein is fine, getting Yuuki is pretty good, getting Sinon can be really good if you want to do a second build for bow with your stack. So it is not bad if you want to improve your build. Though, if you are not farming any content that's weak to Frost and Fire, for example, you are not farming the nearest floor, floor 16, but you're waiting for the next floor or the floor after that, then you can pretty much skip this banner and save your Arcana gem for that specific floor. Maybe it is better investment there. So it really depends if you want to improve your build or not. If you're really happy with your current build and you're not farming any content that's focused on Frost and Fire, then you can pretty much skip this banner. TLDR, my recommendation for new players, skip this banner unless you want to start playing around rapier and bow. If you want to get Yuuki and Sinon, then I recommend using all your other Arcana gems on this banner to get more support skill or skill record that can play around Yuuki and Sinon. If you're a player that currently progresses through the late game or currently doing late game stuff, it really depends on what skill you have. If you want to farm any content that's weak to Frost and Fire, then you can invest your Arcana gem into this banner. If you're not, then you can pretty much skip this banner and save your Arcana gem for the next floor or next grind. It should be much better. That's me. Thank you guys for watching. See you guys next time. Take care now and bye bye.